Jenny, how are you? Let's do a quick single and troubled in love check-in for you. Okay, I already pulled your extended reading for the month, and I'm going to be doing a new moon special, and then I'm going to be starting the Pluto series. I haven't thought of my title yet. If you have a suggestion, you know that I did Love and War of the Gods about Venus's transit through Cancer and Uranus, all right, also being involved, all right, and the eclipses. If you have a recommendation for the name of what I should call the series that will specialize for every single sign on Pluto's move into Aquarius, let me know. Drop me a comment, okay? I'm going to pull a quick spread for you, all right? Your new moon reading should be up by next week, if not before. An all signs reading, okay? I already did your extended. Definitely check your other signs. I have a couple more extendeds to do for the month, as well as that new moon reading. But those will go up, and then I will start on my Plutos, which are going to be huge. Okay, you're starting out here with the, holy cow, the Eight of Pentacles has been very popular today, regardless of what deck I use, as has the Wounded Warrior. I don't know what you got going on here, okay? This is for singled and troubled in love. If you're not singled or troubled in love, it's like the scene. I'm getting a lot of people that have had either prior marriages or are in the midst of a marriage, or like just got out of like some live-in thing or some heavy shit today. I think my Aries looked single. Okay. Let's see. I have an Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Hierophant. Okay, some of you guys may be having some issues at work. Issues about commitment at work, or issues with a Taurus. Others of you could be deciding what you're going to work on or not in a relationship, or something else here that's affected your love life. Okay, I see you in a very strong place here in the recent past, okay, with strength here. I don't know what you went through, but something here, okay. There's some communication and or movement or travel or an actual physical move here up ahead, okay. This also could just represent a lot of communications going back and forth between you and another person, either somebody you're interested in or somebody in your love life here. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Well, with the Mars like attached to the moon, in conjunction with the moon, this Knight of Wands is totally understandable for you. I feel like you want something fast, you're ready to run for it, and somebody else is also very romantic around you, whether you're aware of it or not. Knight of Cups. Holy shit. This is like, this is a great match right here. That's a great matchup of like intention and action, because that's like passion and romance there. What you got going on there? Okay. What you want is to not have your heart broken again, or to come out of let go of heartbreak, something here. Okay, and Four of Wands, and commitments or foundational things, okay? You want your love life to transform, okay? To have a new beginning, or to reach a new precipice of new beginning, okay? I feel like some of you are, there's a lot of fives here, there's a lot of change here. And a King of Pentacles, and there's a Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, I feel like some of you guys are thinking about domesticating yourselves, but you're not necessarily, okay? Maybe thinking about, or if you are, you're thinking about a spouse if you're married, okay? Otherwise, you could be thinking about somebody that has a lot of earth in their sign, very nurturing person, loving, caring, may also be good in business. I don't know if you're daydreaming about this person, or you want to become this person, okay? Or you want to like nurture your domestic side here, okay? What is the Eight of Pentacles? Ooh, I feel like you, I don't know what you do for a living, but some of you may be spiritual healers or counselors or work with emotions in one way or another. Some of you could be dealing with somebody that's a Cancer or a Pisces, okay, and or has some Gemini in their chart at work, okay, but or in your love life. But others of you, I feel like you are really trying to harness something here insofar as your emotions is concerned that affects your love life, something like this, okay? Now, some of you could be extremely focused on work right now and therefore not have time for a love life, okay? Be ignoring your love life a little bit, or your emotions are out of, because you're so obsessed with work right now, which can happen, especially with like Mars going through your sign. You just may be like overloaded with work right now, okay? I see that what's crossing you is either like some sort of discussion or secrets or action that's taken in secret regarding a commitment, okay? There may be somebody in your periphery that does something in haste, possibly a Taurus, or you feeling like you really need to trust your intuition, but feel like possibly you can't trust your intuition about either fast communication or action that comes towards you, okay? We may be dealing with a Pisces or a Taurus here that you were previously dealing with, or that you're dealing with now, Sun, Moon, Rising. But I feel like there's a lot of intuition here about when to act that's going on, when to act as to commitment. Okay, some of you guys could work in places where there's like a lot of tiers, old bureaucracy, old systems of something, okay? Some of you may be preachers of some kind, or, some of you could be like a rabbi or a healer, or literally speak, or have someone approach you like that, or be involved with the church or faith or religion or something here of this sort, okay? Some of you could feel as if you are like some sort of healer or something like that for work, or you could feel like the veil is like there's no block for the energies and the communications around you, and you could be very protective around that because of your work, something like this. Okay, that was a lot. I haven't got that for anybody else. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but that's what came out. What is the Seven of Pentacles? I feel as if some of you here have been juggling work a lot, wondering if like the investments that you've made in previous relationships that you just didn't feel like you got paid back with them. And I also feel like you are coming out of a period of stress over a decision that you made to either like cut somebody off or stop investing in a relationship, and that in your heart you are coming out of a period of anxiety over that. You're also coming out of a period of anxiety about your ability to make decisions when it comes to love. Okay, like what to invest in, what not to, how to weed through prospects after you give someone a try. Something of this sort is also going on. Some of you also may have felt highly stressed about somebody that you left out in the cold if you're missing that person, but I don't see that for the most of you. I feel like you are coming out of a period of stress about a decision to leave someone out in the cold, or to leave. And for some people, this could be making a decision to, that, hey, this or that wasn't worth my time or investment, and feeling okay and not so anxiety ridden about those decisions, okay? What is this? Okay, I see, I see like there, either through a breakup or some other loss or sadness that made you feel really sad here, emotionally in the past, that you really waited on a long time, for a long time, or you were waiting for your sadness to go away, or something here in the past that you battled. Could have been another person, but it could have also been something to do with your emotions here. Like that somebody's, you know, ideals or weighing out your own emotional fulfillment, or somebody else's here, was just not giving you the reward that you wanted, and you decided to like get it together to either leave or deal with this situation. But something about facing the sadness attached to the situation in and of itself, hang on one second, you needed a lot of strength to process and deal with, and I feel like you did. Hold on. Okay, let me see here. Give me this. I love this Knight of Wands and this Knight of Cups over here, and the Three of Swords in fucking reverse with the Four of Wands. Holy shit. Okay, give me this Queen of Pentacles up here. I don't know if you walked away from the feeling of, holy shit, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I feel as if some of you are contemplating something in regards to, if you were waiting to talk to somebody, okay? Like if you were waiting to, hold on, I don't want to speak on this too soon. Some of you may have come out of a period, a resting period, about a walk away or a prior breakup that you had, okay? Jesus, this is popping up a lot, okay? Or you could be, somebody could be walking back towards you as well. I feel like if you were, I feel like there was a waiting. There's something here about you reflecting on the things you've walked away from in a domestic sphere, or as to a potential mate, or as to you being ever a spouse. Like if you were very invested in your career, you may have given up on thinking that you would be a spouse or something like this. You may have waited to get married for a very long time, okay, due to your career or due to high standards. Nothing wrong with that, okay? What is the Eight of Wands? I feel like, hold on. There is somebody that comes along here that kind of either you or this other person, that there is like a letting go of investments that you made where you had to cut your losses, whether that be in a prior relationship. And if it was, you've been in a lot of long-term relationships maybe here, or some sort of family ties or prior investments that you had to let go of, either due to work or dreams of such, okay? And you may be communicating about these things, and you may be letting go, or somebody may be communicating with you about these things. And again, if you're some sort of counselor or you discuss things like this, this may also be coming up because of this, okay? I feel like there's going to be some communications. Okay, I want to pull on this before I... Why is the... I feel like, I don't want to speak on this too soon. I feel like some of you may have to travel or see somebody at a distance to get the family life you want. Okay, you may have like a love offer from somebody that lives like a distance from you. However, I also see you chatting with people that live at a distance for you. And I also see you highly engaged in your work. I already said that. Some of you may speak on something to do with happiness in family life, okay? I also feel like, yeah, you're going to have to make some sort of decision here, possibly, about somebody that comes into your life because of either distance or just discussion of things like that, whether you want to invest your time in, but I feel like it looks very happy, and I feel like somebody here really wants something at all costs. And what is it that they want at all costs in family life? What they want at all costs in family life is like no fuck shit, no, like they're not getting married, they're not you know, investing their time, effort, money, or love into things that are not going to be emotionally or spiritually rewarding on the love front. Okay. And that might be you. And I feel like that's also somebody else that you come across in the future. Okay. All right. What is this? You're like dropping out all over the place on me. Okay. What is this Three of Swords? Let me pull a different deck in case I have repeaters here. This right here is some hot shit here. Okay. Hold on. I feel like for some reason, I don't know what the fuck happened in your past, but I feel like for some reason, somebody like kind of fucked over your whole life in the past here or something of this sort, and it took everything you had to get to a place where you're really like jumping and jiving at work, or almost to a place where you want to be. Feel like you are a master at your skill set, whatever you do at work. I don't know if you've gotten as far as you want to get with that, but I feel like you are, and I feel like you don't. One of the reasons that maybe you didn't want a relationship for a little while because you didn't want it to fuck up with your work or every other aspect of your life or something like this. Give me this Three of Swords in reverse. Again, there is this feeling of never knowing if you're ever going to get married by you or somebody else. Here, it's your reading. I feel like there's some sort of victory here. I feel like there's like a contemplation in your mind of romantic, like flirting, or and something very, very sweet, and you're contemplating doing it, or possibly someone around you is like may come towards you, you know, that's had their eye on you for a while. That is very sweet, sweet. And I feel like the communication or something of this sort is healing to you in a way, or something like this. Or you may be like, it may, hold on, give me this for a while. I don't want to speak too soon until I pull those others. Sorry about that. Anyway, I feel like some of you are thinking about, after prior things, like something that you went through quite hard, that you had to battle through, okay, about emotional options and how to fill up your cups, brought you sadness, but you did anyway. Some of you could have given up on love altogether because of dedication to your career, okay? And so you just didn't put it in the emotional bag, even though like for some reason you're missing that now, or you had something from the past that caused you sadness, but like you buckled up this strength, okay? And I feel like some of you are feeling like, where is my mate, or a mate that's meant for you, or something like that, and it just didn't, you know, work out. But I feel like you've been so buckled up in work that you're fine with it. But I feel like you're coming out of a period of rest where you can contemplate having those things again, or possibly contemplate getting married, or contemplate living with somebody, okay? I feel like you're walking out of resting on that or something like this, okay? And some of you, if you've been very into, you know, building up your funds or your money, or felt like you were too preoccupied with money for love, whether in your career or with previous choices in spouses, I feel like that is also like dead done over, something to do with that, okay? Now, hi, I'm working here. This Knight of Wands and this Knight of Cups is like, very nice, very nice. Now, I feel like, come here. Some of you here, it's like there is some victory in exploring your options here, okay? Now, I also feel like somebody may admire you that can't have you anymore, and there is some victory. I mean, I hate to say this, it sounds egocentric, but it's just showing up kind of in the cards, so I don't want to like say it when I see that this could show up two ways. Somebody has to watch you, even though they can't have you anymore, and for some reason, if that person fucked up, that's like a victory in one way or another. Like that's their karma, something to that effect, okay? I also think for others of you that you may like engage in a lot of like sweet talk and communication, intellectual conversation, as well as engage with somebody who's very like admires you a lot, and you admire them, and like that the sweetness of that communication winds up being very rewarding and healing for your heart, even if you don't get like super involved with them right away. The other thing that I see here is that some of you could have 2 children, and that those children are extremely rewarding to you, or heal your heart, or something about the way you love them or something is very healing for you internally, something of this sort. Or you may meet somebody with children that somehow that's a victory. Maybe because you didn't have children of your own and waited for so long to ever get married or have children, and then you wind up like really caring for these children. So it's something of this sort. Something of this sort is here. The other thing, well, I'm going to leave that for a minute. Okay, the other thing that I see here, and again, this goes back to your ideas of being a parent or a mother, okay, or something like this, is that there is some foundation here where you either have to leave somebody else out in the cold that maybe had some Taurus or Libra in their chart, okay, or you have some new foundation here where either like domestication comes up again into a solid home base. And where there was indecision about it before, it's something that you want now, or something that you find yourself in because of something that happens. And I feel like you will let go of your feelings of indecision about that from the past, or feelings like, oh, I'm never going to have that, or I don't want that, or something like this. Because to go from the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress, that's freaking somebody amazing coming in, or you stepping up to that. Okay, you like going through that phase, okay? Give me this Knight of Wands. I don't feel like this is gonna come in and sweep you off your feet like, oh, you know, I'm not telling you you're gonna go meet somebody and be like, oh, let's get married tomorrow. No, that's not what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing here is somebody that was either single for a while or single for like the majority of their life. Okay. And possibly had a relationship in the past, but it just didn't work out. I don't know if it was a live-in. I'm not going to say it was a marriage, but it was, you know, possibly some live-ins, some heartbreaks, some sadness about either waiting on somebody that you thought was a good mate for you, or loss of mates where like ideals didn't match up or something like this, emotional ideals, okay? Give me this Knight of Wands here. Let me pull a different deck. Oh my gosh, now her brother is like meowing at my office door. I'm going to try and get all these up today. And then I'm going to go to the back of the bunch. I never call them the back of the bunch, but Pisces, Sag, Cappy, Aquarius for their extended readings, okay, by tomorrow. Give me, I feel like I had several days where I filmed like 14 to 15 readings, like, because I'm spending a lot longer on the lunar readings because they're just so intense right now and there's so much going on a worldwide basis. I feel like people want them. What is the Knight of Wands? I feel like, again, if you have been waiting on dating, had a long period of celibacy or being out in the cold, I feel like you're chomping at the bit to get back out there. Okay, I feel like you're going to pull the swords out of your back if you've had like a dry spell or haven't been dating around or something like this. Either you may no, this is you. Knight of Wands is you. Like, that's very passionate. Like, you were ready to go after something here. Okay, and this is a love reading. Give me the Knight of Cups. There also may be somebody else here that communicates with you. There may be somebody communicating like the truth, or somebody that walked away from other things in their life that is also feeling ready to date, or something that you run across. Now, somebody from the past could come back around and try and get back together with you. Speak a bunch of truth to you, tell you how they, feel like you're the right ones for each other and all this and that shit. You're going to have to go with your gut on whether this is a feeling of comfortability, that you've known this person this long or something like this. You're going to have to go with your own gut, okay? I would never like cut off something like that, But again, I feel like somebody else here may also, have to either travel, or you're communicating a lot, okay? About love or something. Or like engaging in a lot of, I don't want to say like just some romantic talks or straight talks, okay? Now somebody, I feel like there's going to be some truth spoken, okay? I feel like you may run into somebody who is also very, now it could be true that somebody's turning back towards you or comes back around with a lot of truths that you're going to have to speak the truth about, that wants to get back together with you, and you're like, oh, hell no, I'm done, dead done over with that, sorry. And you may have to speak the truth about how there's zero chance or something like this, and it may be painful to do so because you don't want to hurt that person's feelings or something. I don't see that that person is like stalking you or anything. But it may be painful to do so, or it may be painful to talk about some things, or it may be painful to reject somebody if they really lay it on the line, like if they really like Lancelot you and they're an ex, and like, they're really like pour their heart out, and you have to be like, no, that might be like hard, on you and them, and for whatever reason you may care about their feelings enough to like not want to like drive a knife in their heart, Okay, give me some advice for my Gemini. But I feel like others of you are going to be communicating, and like there's somebody else that's walking away from something else that either just got out of a bad relationship, or moves or comes and wants to see you, wants to travel to see you, that's like got the freaking hots for you. Okay, they may have water in their chart, okay? And like you may be like, hell to the yes. Okay? All right, hold on. Give me some advice for my Gemini. Yeah, I see you coming out of like a place of anxiety over either flirting with somebody else, or a place of anxiety about some apology that never came back around, or like, I don't know, I feel like if you were anxiety, I feel like you are going to have to reject anything that is not, I feel like, again, I said this in the beginning, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. You want something serious. Not to say that you want like some big commitment the second you meet somebody, but you know what you want, and how like the basis of happiness is founded within the root of it. Okay, so I do feel like, I don't feel like you're going to feel stressed out about rejecting anyone. I just said that, and like the cards are now showing me that like you do not feel stressed out about rejecting someone. I said that you may feel that way, and it's showing me that if you did feel that way, you're not going to feel that way. If somebody makes you a little offer that's like, that you have to reject, you're not going to sit there and like hem and haw over it a million days if you know it's not for you. Something of this sort, okay? Now, others of you, hold on. Give me this 4 of Cups. And I think that's the thing, is like, don't stress out about it. Don't stress out about, like, you know, checking things out, and don't stress out about, you know, and I don't see you doing that. I feel like you're not going to be stressed about what you have to reject, or because you are fully aware of what you want, okay? And this is a lot of powerful arcana here. So like the Four of Cups is like, you know, usually a feeling of emotional or spiritual discontentedness. Sometimes it's rejection, sometimes it's brattiness. I feel like if somebody comes at you with some willy-nilly apology that's like, let's just fix it all, and is really fucked up with you, I think you're going to be like, yeah, no, fuck you. You know, not in so many words, kindly say no. But I see you coming out very quickly of waiting from a place of intuition about what you really want, and being able to, you can trust your intuition is what I'm hearing, okay? You can trust your intuition when it comes to love. What makes you happy, what doesn't, and you don't have to sit and like hang around because somebody meets specs but doesn't make you feel alive, okay? Like, oh, blah, blah, and they, you know, work at Dada, and they make X amount of money, and they're from a good family, and they're, you know, they meet all your, like, exterior requirements of what should be a good mate with no potential big red flags or something. But you may have someone, hold on. Yeah, I feel like some of you could have been rejected by a Cancer, or something happened between a Cancer and a Pisces, could also be, okay, that you were either waiting on or feeling like, and I don't feel like you're going to be waiting on shit after that. And I feel like if that person comes back around, you're going to be like, yeah, up yours, something. Sorry. Give me this. Give me this. I feel like you can trust your instincts as to when to move on. Yeah, it's just like, okay, as to when to move on, and what to wait for, what not to. I also feel like somebody could have lied to you, and you may never have the proof, but you know. You know. And this could have been somebody that you've known for a very, very long time, okay? And I think that you may never have, like, the living proof, but, like, your mind, body, spirit already knows. The ways you know, whatever you were lying to yourself about that person, or that person was lying to you, you're fully fucking aware. You don't need to wait for, like, critical proof, you know what I mean, to leave somebody or reject somebody that you know has fucked you over. Something of this sort here, okay, is popping up here, okay? It could have been, if that's the case, it could have been somebody from your past, okay? That's all I got for you, Jimmy. I feel like, yeah, some of you may have to reject somebody from the past over, and make a choice, okay, over the break, but you may also have somebody come in that's very good for you, and that you can sow your oats with, and that you should, okay? All right, and don't be afraid of that. Be more afraid of, like, jumping back, like forgetting about trying new things to jump back in with somebody from the past that you know has already wronged you, that is saying they're so different, even if they're saying, you know, you're the love of their life and forever soulmate, whatever, and they've really so much, I don't know why, all that, since you guys have been apart, you were already together for like a long time, whoever that was, okay? Something of this sort, okay? Something of this sort. Now, others of you could really be missing somebody from the past, and maybe that's you. And if you're afraid to go back after somebody from the past that you still feel an emotional connection to, you should check it out. Why the fuck not? If that happened, you guys walked away, and then you feel like it's been so long you can't ever walk back or something. But you should. Something of this sort. And you may have given up on this relationship long ago. But hey, if it's you and you're the one that needs to reach out or try something, don't, like, not try something. If you're going to think about that person for the rest of your life as the one that got away, then fucking A, give them a call, you know? Try. I feel like, you know, I don't know. But I feel like there's something with a mother involved or children involved, okay? Either you have children or the other person has children. And don't let that be the thing that interferes. Something like this. But some way or another, there could be some sort of Anyway, that's all. I'm going to leave it at that. These are supposed to be shorter. Bye. I love you. I'll see you later. Jemmy.